Who knew buying a bag of milk could be so terrifying? If you're looking for some eerie bite-sized gaming, check this out. Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk is a 2020 psychological horror game that you can play in under 15 minutes. It's a visual novel that's got unsettling visual and sound design, a creepy soundtrack, and some bizarre characters. The premise is simple. Your job is to help the title character successfully purchase a bag of milk. But something is very wrong with everything. The girl you're guiding is plagued by self-doubt, hallucinations, and some pretty traumatic memories. In fact, you're one of her hallucinations. The visuals are one of the game's main draws. It's got a retro pixel art aesthetic, but the game uses the low resolution to create some really disturbing imagery. You'll find yourself squinting at each scene, trying to pick out the details, and there's something about the ambiguity of the images that lets your imagination really run wild. You're never sure if the characters you encounter are real, a figment of the girl's imagination, or some combination of the two, and every moment you feel like you're walking the girl into a trap. And that's what's really cool about the game. It takes this incredibly mundane concept and drenches it in this kind of social horror. The girl herself is mentally ill, and I'll admit, it does run very close to the mentally ill people are scary trope, but it never quite crosses that line. Instead, the game does a good job of getting you attached to the protagonist in a very short amount of time. And this makes the horror even more acute. It feels like there might be danger lurking around every corner. If you've ever suffered from social anxiety or agoraphobia, the imagery on display here feels real. If you're a fan of manga like Blood on the Tracks and Goodnight Poon Poon, this will definitely be up your alley. It's available on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and itch.io. And if you really love it and want to see what happens after the canon ending of the first game, there's even a sequel. It's called, of course, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk.